Morning traders, I am Stephen Davis, Senior Market Strategist, RJO Futures. Happy Friday to everybody, here to talk to you about the grain markets. Okay, the corn market. We have first chart of corn here today. You can see yesterday, major weakness down here. The funds, the managed funds, sold 20,000 contracts of corn yesterday. Open interest did increase about 16,000 contracts. So this is new selling that we saw come into the market yesterday. Personally now, it's the wrong time of year to be short, so you got to be careful. Our harvest is winding down and markets are going to focus on demand, and demand has been pretty good for corn. Now, I do have to say yesterday export sales on corn were minimal yesterday. Last week we had a yearly low in corn exports, so we're going through a little bit of slowdown in corn exports, and maybe it's just a 1-2 week type of scenario here. So otherwise demand has been very good, and it's the time of year now for corn to rally higher. So we're into very good support here. Okay, the soybean market, our next chart of soybeans. Soybean meal is the key here, and there's just really the basis on all of these grain markets are very weak. And soybean meal, Argentina's importing soybeans and then crushing them into meal and selling meal at depressed prices on the world market. So we've really got our work cut out for us. You can see our chart of soybeans here today, down in very good support. Funds are short soybeans. Again, these markets can turn on a dime, and it's the wrong time of year in my analysis to be short. Our harvest is over. Demand is very good, and we'll keep talking about it. Now, exports are the key this morning, so we do have just a kind of a caveat. South Korea bought corn from Brazil overnight, so that's kind of a heads up to us here. And then we did have export sales of U.S. soybean to unknown destination. Now, that's not a surprise in here with the weak prices of soybeans. Look for exports to pick up in here. A lot of it is going to be non-Chinese business, so still real hard to make up for the lack of Chinese buying of U.S. soybeans here in our marketplace. So soybean meal is certainly the key here. Again, it's the time of year for these markets to bottom and try to rally back. Okay, the wheat market, again, exports are the key here. A lot of talk that the country of Russia is going to run out of wheat here with their exports. And keep in mind, these big countries, Russia, China, food stability, food security is really, really important. However, Russia did, for example, export a record amount of wheat in September to Egypt, which is the biggest wheat buyer in the world today. So wheat up strongly here today, up about as much as it was down yesterday, so a little bit of volatility in the air in the wheat market, and we'll see how we close the week. Everybody have an excellent weekend.